Hey guys, so welcome. If it's your first time joining us, welcome back. If you've been here before, I am Tiff. Guys, we are here to do a reading today, and I'm trying to keep it together. Like I already been crying, I had to step outside. So let me tell you, we're here to do a reading today for Cajairah Fraise. I don't know how to say her last name. She's such a beautiful girl, who went missing in February of 2023. Cajairah was like 8 months pregnant. She was due in like 29 days from the day that she went missing, allegedly went missing, right? She was last seen on a video at a Jack in the Box where she had stepped out of the car she was in with her parents, her mother and father. She had stepped out of the car with these individuals to get some fresh air, is what was said. So at the time of her disappearance, when this case first came out, I pulled cards on this young lady. I had created the thumbnail. Feel like I want to cry. And I'm going to try to not allow myself to get super emotional. But I pulled cards on this young lady at that time. And what I saw, I talked myself out of what it is that I was seeing. Right? I talked myself out of it. And I ended up ultimately, because I had held onto the thumbnail for so long, I was like, I'm not going to do it, right? So fast forward to this year, a few days ago, and I hadn't heard anybody talking about Cajairah's case. And it just so happened that she popped up on my timeline. And I was like, oh, whatever happened with her? She was such a beautiful girl. She was such a pretty girl, right? And so I looked at the post, and they were really just saying what had happened and that it had been a year. And I was like, wow, it had been so long. I didn't even realize it. I didn't comment, didn't thumbs up the post, none of that, right? The next day, her case popped up again on my timeline. So when that happens, for me, it's usually someone trying to get my attention. And I know that there's a reason for it, right? For this type of case, especially because I had held on to her energy for so long because I was going to share it. And so I knew I had to look into her reading. I was being told that that is exactly what I am supposed to do. So that is what we are here to do today. I've already prayed my prayer of protection, and I had pulled some cards as I was sitting here just kind of meditating on the energy. I pulled some cards while I was looking at mom and dad's energy. I have a picture in my phone of her mother and father. Mother is keeping some things to herself, like she feels like she can't share or tell what is behind this situation. I will say it is strongly connected to her husband, and I'm saying her husband like he ain't her father, but I believe he is her father. At the very least, he is her mother's husband, okay? The reason why I'm saying I'm not sure if it's her father or not, whoever this person is, this man, Jamel Fraise, whatever his name is, I asked about, well, first I asked about the mother, right? And of course it was very clear that she is hiding something. There's something that she knows that she feels like she can't speak right? She can't say this thing, this 8 of Swords. But I think she could say it, but it would just change her life and her family's lives drastically, right? So, because the 8 is usually like a self-imposed prison, but there's an energy of control, her being controlled by someone else, okay? Because I was wondering, like, I didn't get a good vibe from her, but Spirit kept telling me that she is kind of the victim in this situation because she is being manipulated or controlled by someone else, right? By this King of Wands energy. And I was like, okay, who is this King of Wands? And this King of Wands is her partner. And so I scrapped those cards and I asked, okay, show me about this father, this guy. And guess what the first card out was? It was the King of Wands. So that's where I was like, oh, okay, this is him. So scrapped his energy and I asked about the dynamic of the relationship, because what I saw for him was that he is somebody who, I'll just say it this way, is ruled by his lower chakra. The lower chakra, the lower half of the body. And so I asked, what was the dynamic of the relationship between Cajairah and Jamel, this man? And this card didn't just come out, y'all. It flew out. This card for me is one of sexual energy. Like on a regular reading, it's like my penis card, okay? So let me show you this. So I got that card as the dynamic between the relationship between the two of them. And I'm clarifying it. And the first card out is the Lovers, right? And I immediately just felt like bursting into tears, which is why I got up. So initially when I did her reading a year ago, I saw something similar. But I have this thing where I want to believe the best about people. And I convince myself that what I'm seeing maybe it's not what I'm seeing. But the fact of the matter is, this type of shit happens every day. Okay? It just does. And so, I am guided to tell this story the way that I'm seeing these cards come out. So I left, I went outside, fought back my tears because my neighbor walked up to me to ask for some help about something. And I was like, good, because I was about to stand out here and boo-hoo, right? So I sucked it up, cleared my energy a little bit, and came back inside. I'm sitting down, and I asked my guides, am I right to interpret this as a sexual relationship? And this card flipped out so quickly. But it's an absolute yes, yes, yes. Okay? What I'm seeing is that in this relationship, there seems to be what feels like an abuse of power in this dynamic. Absolutely. An abuse of power in this relationship. I do feel like, I know that in like some of these little Facebook groups and whatnot, they've identified a young man as the father of her baby. Only saw it one time in one place there. I do not believe that that young man is the father of her unborn baby. This was not the father of the baby. Period. That's just what I'm going to say. Alright. So here, as far as the relationship goes, we have this lover's energy. Usually, like I said, a dynamic of control within this relationship. But I also feel like this is someone Yeah, there's some things that went on within this house connected to this sexual activity. Okay? You could be dealing with someone who's kind of impulsive, had like an impulse control issue. Someone who would use their charm and their authority. Absolutely. But this is also someone who, outside of the house, is like this religious character. They carry themselves, or they appear to be like someone that we would consider a man of honor. I say we, I mean y'all, the world, because what I know very, very well is that just because you go to church, or especially if you, just because you're a minister, does not mean you are who you are praised to be. Okay? But this is someone, that Hierophant energy is a minister energy. This is someone who appears to be fairly traditional. But look, they have a dark side, a toxic side, a lustful side. They are a manipulator. Okay? And this is someone that would hate for this type of thing to be public or made public. This is someone who maybe acts on certain behaviors, but then like apologizes or shows remorse. For sure. I'm telling you, this is someone who is ruled by their lower chakra. This could also be someone who is materialistic, right? Super focused on finances. Okay? This is a distorted masculine energy. A father figure. A person of authority. But they're like a tricky spirit. This could be someone who hold on a second. They are all, yeah, baby, okay. All about keeping up appearances. Okay? All about keeping up appearances. Queen. This is someone who would act now impulsively, hastily, and apologize later. I'm telling you, look at this Ace of Cups. This is that baby energy. So, I feel like the energy of him hearing that she was pregnant with that Page of Swords showing up, that's not news that was well received. And you would think it's because, like, appearances. I feel like it's because it was his child. So there is some deception here connected to not just the pregnancy. Yeah. Not just the pregnancy, but her disappearance as well. And this was a collaborative cover-up. This Seven of Swords, when this Seven of Swords shows up, not only is this a card of deception for me, but this is a card of staging something, making something look or appear one way, when the truth is a different direction. And again, this is a collaborative effort. This is at least 3 people working to create some type of appearance. I feel like that's because someone was made aware of this pregnancy. And it immediately was not received well. This Page of Swords suggests that someone received a message or they heard about something that they didn't like what was being said to them. So automatically we go into this Five of Swords energy. This energy of upset, resentment, manipulation here. Someone trying to be clever. This Magician energy that has come out for this man 3 times already. Okay. So I feel like here what we have is this young lady walking away, right? Walking away, disappearing into the night with this tower following behind that, like the tower being her disappearance. The tower is like a sudden change or something catastrophic happening as a result of someone walking away. However, with this Magician coming out, that just confirmed for me as I'm clarifying this, that was some orchestrated bullshit. Okay. So, hold on. Is this what she agreed to? So, I'm feeling like she could have agreed to disappear. However, she knew that she was like going into hiding of some sort. So the way that it appears with this 8 of Wands, the Hermit and the Moon card here, it's like, okay, I'm going to walk away and this is what's going to happen. And it's something that's being presented as a good offer, a good opportunity here. But she was being manipulated. There was something here that was secret, that was unknown to her. So this offer that was presented with this Knight of Cups energy was something that ultimately she would need to defend herself against, right? Something that caught her off guard. And look who it is. The King of Wands and the Lover here. And there's a new plan or a new situation or circumstance here where someone had an ulterior motive for something. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So there's an energy here of being hidden or locked away. Right? Because something caught you off guard, or that you had to fight against or defend yourself against. This is something, though, that was unexpected, even from this person. Even in their manipulative energy, she was caught off guard by what was transpiring. But this family, this whole situation, I feel like they feel, because we have this family dynamic here, this legacy that's being protected or balance being restored to this with the justice card here. As I'm clarifying it, maybe this is somebody who feels like, okay, we have successfully handled this situation. But there's some deceptive energy around this entire case. And it's likely resulted in what appears to be like this family, like standing together. This is not the family, this is the couple. The family, the couple standing together, but they're also no longer working on this situation or putting effort and energy into it. However, there's some light that's been shown on the loss here. Okay? Because that Page of Swords energy can also be the energy, especially with that Knight of Wands next to it, the energy of someone acting on impulse. All right? Doing something impulsive. I don't know if you guys read the post previously. So initially, right, when they reported this young lady missing, they said that the police in Beaumont didn't seem to be trying to actually help them. So guess what they decided to do? Stop helping the police. The police reported publicly that the family was no longer being cooperative. The family later came out and said that the police were lying on them. I know a couple of people who had reached out to the family directly to help organize search parties. The family did not want any search help, period. There's only going to be one reason for that. I don't give a damn who you are. Right? There's only one reason for that. The only time in my experience of doing what it is that we do that I have seen a parent decline search party help was when they were aware of a certain dynamic with the missing person that they didn't want to be held liable for. Only time. I'm thinking about Aaliyah Ho. That's a young teenager. But yeah, look her up. She's on the page somewhere too. Hold on, I'm gonna lay out a spread. I'm trying not to make this video too long. Okay, y'all. Couple of things have happened since I put y'all on pause. Initially, I had laid out a spread, right, from Cajairah's perspective, and I'm looking at this, and I'm like, there was some type of sexual relationship she was having with this man. Mother was made aware of it, I feel, and there was likely some type of jealousy connected to this. But then I was like, I'm going to use my personal deck just to pull some cards out, right? Usually I save those until the end so that I could just see what comes out with them. Also, because they are like a really flimsy card, I usually go back and verify each one, but I feel each one of them is relevant just based on what we already got. And I asked and I was told, yeah, like, I don't like to record laying my cards out because I feel like it just, one, it takes up more time, and two, after I lay everything out, I tend to verify it, so it just is longer than the normal shuffle, especially with this particular deck. But the way these cards were coming out by themselves, like they so thin, it usually comes out one or two at a time. Nuh-uh. By themselves. Let me show you these cards, y'all. It's wild. I'm not going to clarify any of them. I'm just going to show you what we got. First of all, local in the neighborhood. So, it's not like this is something that happened and she was trafficked across the country. That didn't happen. We're also dealing with somebody here who is self-loving, self-serving, like a narcissist kind of energy. I feel like that's this person. At the very moment, as the man in that we were speaking of, at the very moment that I was thinking about, like, I cannot believe this shit is real, this card came out. Trust what's happening. I kid you not. We also got fake friends and family. We also, and in this order, y'all. I didn't even put these in an order. The whistleblower, exposed or threatened. Threatened to expose someone about what? Being a pedophile. Okay? About what? Their infidelity, their cheating. Why? Because they are on the DL in some way. How are they on the DL? They have some type of closeted sexual behavior or lifestyle or gender preference. Okay? But somebody here with that Seven of Swords energy is in denial about this. And there was a karmic lesson in this situation for these people. Which reminds me, also in this group, I saw something about her having married him initially. And maybe him either having another relationship or marrying someone else, but then remarrying the mom again. Something like that. This player energy is there. We also have the seducer, a succubus, right? We also have abduction, kidnapping. We also have the sexual assault card. We also have someone who was promiscuous, promiscuity, paid or social. We also have petty revenge in love. We also have someone offering some type of financial gift. This is also something that was premeditated. There is drug use, sale, or addiction involved in this situation. There's also an energy of divine intervention here. So that particular card could go a plethora of ways, and I'm not clarifying. We also have intoxicated or drinking involved in this situation in some way. That devil card, as well as the Nine of Cups, can both be about drugs or alcohol. But we also have this card, abuse. Physical, verbal, sexual. And we also have deception. Someone is lying or is a liar. All right? So here's the case, looking at this situation. where this started, the starting situation, the family room. Okay? So whatever it is we saw orchestrated on camera ain't where this began. This started in I could say in a home, but this is not the house card. This is the family room card. That means this is within her home, because this is Cajairah's perspective. This is within her home, something that is happening where you feel safe, or where you reside with people that you share an intimate bond or connection to or with, right? The family room, this is something or someone that you feel close to, close enough to let them into your space. And guess what? This card, we got the past life card and the family card. This past life card is about knowing, deja vu, and the family. Okay? But then someone is trying to either control a situation or a dynamic. Or that there's someone knowing that there's some kinky bedroom behavior going on. Yeah. Someone who is aware of either a disappointment or a disappointing behavior or a loss here. But when I tell you the whole family, everybody in that house know, everybody in that house know. They are all aware. And surrounding this lovers, this partnership, this family dynamic, there was either some type of gossip or conflict around that. And this is something we'll be able to move away from in the future. Like, we're going to be able to control this situation. Oh, that says mature man. Okay. So, in this particular position, what is the fact in this situation, the real situation here? That someone is wearing a false mask. Who could it be? You see a woman and a man on this particular card. You see the woman holding the fan here, the man kind of standing in the background. So she is likely hiding something on this person's behalf. They are both like masked up. Okay? That's the fact. I knew that. I knew that immediately. Okay. This particular pile, this position on this particular spread, I asked Cajairah, I asked, what is an illusion here? What was the mistake? That's showing up as the mistake. Okay. The child. It can be a literal child, as in a baby. Or maybe telling some. So maybe telling someone, because again we have that past life, knowing, deja vu, but also with the gossip card, the neighborhood talk, grapevine. This card of surprise. What is this? What are these two? Okay. So this could be someone who is either regretting telling someone about a baby, or regretting not telling, because we have the Hermit here with that King of Cups. The King of Cups can often be having, like, put some distance between you and someone, right? Like putting up a particular boundary. What's this King of Cups? So there's some type of conflict or fight with someone, or an energy of conflict that someone created, or competition. What's this Five of Wands? With this King of Wands. So she may be saying, I shouldn't have told this King of Wands. I should have kept this to myself. Should have made this person aware, because that kind of what maybe put her at a disadvantage. Because this may be something that this person was worried about from a financial standpoint. What is this? Yeah, because now I had to tell them about this baby, or I let him know that this was his baby. And now because it becomes something that has to be handled, or needs to be handled, or not talked about in some way. And it created a stir up within the home regarding this baby. And with the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords, it's something that I wish, like, I could just take a step back from, or that it wouldn't have caused so much sadness, grief with that Three of Swords. I knew this. I knew it. I knew it. I saw it the first time, but I was in denial. I was in denial. So this particular card, what is the chance or opportunity here? You have this masculine energy thinking about this feminine energy. So again, we have both the Chariot card, where somebody is not on the same page here, and that has been super stressful, overwhelming. Seems like such a burden, right? And where it was like something was going to, there's some type of growth or reward or expansion here. Instead, someone is feeling left out or defeated, or there's feeling like there's been like a painful ending here. Okay, so let me tell you something that I immediately felt. Because here we then have the Ace of Wands with the Three of Coins. So immediately I'm feeling like this is opening up a sexual relationship, opening up to a sexual relationship with someone new, that Three of Coins energy, right? And then not being able to speak about it. I feel like Very much so, like third party situation, third party energy here showing up. With that Tower and the Lovers here. Also with the Three of Swords here. And the Seven of Wands, that energy of fighting or defending against something, trying to fight for what it is that you want. Again, third party situation, but something going well and someone being foolish or doing something foolish. I'm telling you, I feel like this young lady was like in revealing her pregnancy to this person. It's like initially I want to say she may have been guided to sleep with someone else. You can say that that's the father of your child. That's one situation that I'm seeing and feeling strongly. Another situation could be like, we'll send you away to have the baby, which is weird though because they'd already celebrated the baby. So why would they send me away? Is this a relationship that she thought she would get to be in? No. Perhaps just a secret that she thought what she would be able to keep. But guess what? If you try to put a baby on somebody else and they know it's not theirs, right? What's gonna happen? Paternity test, especially when money comes into play. So if a paternity test comes out and this ain't the baby, it was like, dang, well, who else you been with? So it's going to come out one way or the other, right? So this particular position, the despair card, this is a feeling of loss, feeling like something is the end of the world. And I was like, how does that fit in this particular position here? So this is someone who thought either the financial burden or the financial aspect of this situation or a child here was going to be a burden either on them financially or on this partnership, this relationship, where we have two feminine energies and the Emperor. So here we have the divorcee, the Ice Queen, as we clarify this despair card. The Ice Queen, it's the divorcee, the mother, right? Turning her back on a situation. And who else? The mature woman, who would be the counterpart to that mature man that we saw at the beginning. So I feel like, and we also have true love and past love. So I feel like this is someone who would say, okay, I just had that thought. Hold on. feel like her mother may think or may have thought like you got pregnant on purpose by my husband kind of energy. I swear that's what I'm getting here. Either that or there would be no way to hide this situation, right? Should the truth come out. It's like something that would shatter like a dynamic or appearances here. It would affect the stability of this household. Like someone would know about this third party situation or this feeling of loss or infidelity or grief in this couple that people hold likely in high honor. Yeah. So, yeah, keeping my mouth shut about this or not speaking something. I feel like she may regret not giving like the full story. Maybe to someone else, hell. Because mama and them knew. Mama and them know. Okay. What she thought would be helpful at the time is the lovers and this message card here. What is the message? It's usually some type of conversation. So this could be either her perspective on a child here. We have the seven of coins with the 6 of cups and the hangman. So there's an energy here of feeling like something was going to like work out in a positive way. Someone trying to keep like a positive perspective. Like, okay, this will like work itself out, so to speak. This is also someone who may have felt like they would have been better supported in a situation or in a certain dynamic here. But still, this is someone who feels like they don't have a say or a choice in a certain matter or situation here. Okay. So what is not helpful at this time? Look who we got. The main man and the gift. The main male and the gift. Which is an older male, but someone who is, I say older than her, because she won but 22. So definitely someone who is older than that. What is this gift, though? The gift can often be something that you feel, well, somebody giving you an actual gift. It could be a money gift or some type of payment. It could be something that you think of as a positive. What's that 7 of Swords? So I feel like this could be something that she thought was going to work out in her favor to speak or to expose a truth here. However, it led to some type of confrontation, which led to some type of cover-up, right? Or someone being in denial, or things changing in a not so great way. I'll say it that way. So the outcome and the final result, we have the concern card. The concern, you see that light showing through that window. The concern card reminds me of that energy of exposure. That man's face is red as hell too. He is very worried about something coming out or coming to light, and having a difficult time trying to keep their emotions in check. Definitely someone who is kind of paranoid, got their head on a swivel, trying to keep certain things hidden. Definitely in a pessimistic energy. Why? Because something may affect their image or their appearances or the way that things look. Connected to this loss, that 3 of Swords, connected to Cajairah. Cajairah's disappearance. And somebody may be regretting negative or nasty or toxic behavior here. Okay? So, when I asked who was responsible for this situation, I got the Empress and this house card here, this 4 of Wands, which shows a couple on that particular card, and somebody acting kind of hastily here with these swords, the Knight of Swords as well. Again, there could have been alcohol involved. But this is connected to the Empress is a mother energy. But guess what? We also have the King of Cups there. So someone seeing, knowing, or speaking a truth here. Around this masculine that they have, what am I finna say? That they have deep love and affection for, as well as this lover's relationship here. And someone making a choice or decision that affects their future. The future. Okay. I do want to ask one more thing. I need to follow up, because I had wanted to write down some questions, but I was like, no, I'm going to just let the cards show me what I need to see. But if I need to do a follow-up reading, I will be open to that. Okay, so I was wondering if the police were working on this situation, if they had a person of interest in mind. Yes, they are still working on this case. They may be watching certain behaviors here. But look what we have, the official person with this particular couple here, right? Connected to the lovers. But this particular couple, connected to this couple, is the change card, the sudden change. Remember I said the family decided all of a sudden to no longer assist the police. So what I know personally from working these type of cases is a lot of times when the family don't want to help or they don't want to be forthcoming with information, the police be like, forget it. Truth from experience. See that, baby, Marcus's reading that I did. Truth from experience. They'll stop investigating if the family seems like they not trying to help, unfortunately. I'm praying that that's not the case based on what we just saw. And I'm going to leave this reading here. I hope this was helpful. That's that.